The enigma of Manuel de Falla, Spain's quiet genius. In the quiet Andalusian town of Cádiz, Manuel de Falla was born on November 23, 1876, into a modest but cultured family. His childhood was unassuming, and few could have predicted that this shy boy with a fondness for storytelling would grow up to become one of Spain's greatest composers. But de Falla's journey to greatness was as enigmatic as the haunting melodies he would later compose.
The turning point.
Young Manuel had an early love for literature and dreamed of becoming a writer, but everything changed the day he heard his mother playing the piano. The rich, melancholic tones of Spanish music spoke to something deep within him, a calling he could not ignore. By the age of 10, he had dedicated himself to music, finding inspiration in the flamenco singers who echoed through the streets of Cádiz and the age-old tales of Spain's past. The struggle for recognition. Falla's talent was undeniable, but his path was far from easy. In his 20s, he moved to Madrid, where he studied at the conservatory. He lived in near poverty, surviving on a meagre diet of bread and olives, while immersing himself in the vibrant music scene. His first major work, the opera La Vida Breve, The Brief Life, won a prestigious competition in 1905, but it wasn't performed until years later, a pattern of delayed recognition that haunted much of his career. The Parisian transformation. Falla's fortunes changed when he moved to Paris in 1907, a cultural hub that brought him into contact with Claude Debussy, Maurice Ravel and Igor Stravinsky. While in Paris, he absorbed the avant-garde styles of the time, blending them with the raw, passionate rhythms of his homeland. It was here that he refined his unique style, a marriage of Spanish folk traditions and the modernist innovations of early 20th century Europe. The rise of a national treasure. Returning to Spain in 1914, Falla began producing works that would immortalize him. His ballet Amor, Brujo, Love the Magician, was an instant success, blending the mysticism of Andalusian folklore with flamenco rhythms. But it was the Three-Cornered Hat, another ballet, that cemented his place in the pantheon of great composers. Premiered in 1919 with sets by Pablo Picasso and choreography by Leonid Messine, it brought the vibrant world of Spanish dance and music to international acclaim. A man of mystery. Despite his fame, Falla remained an intensely private man. He never married, choosing instead to live with his sister, Maria del Carmen, who managed his household and protected him from the pressures of public life. Many who met him described him as shy but fiercely passionate about his art. His quiet demeanour belied the fiery spirit within, a spirit that found its voice in his compositions.
The exile.
The Spanish Civil War, 1936 to 1939, marked a dark period in Falla's life. As a deeply religious man and a staunch nationalist, he found himself torn between conflicting ideologies. Unable to reconcile his personal beliefs with the chaos around him, Falla fled to Argentina in 1939, where he lived in exile until his death. His final years were marked by a profound sadness as he longed for the Spain he had left behind.
Legacy of a master.
Manuel de Falla passed away on November 14, 1946, just shy of his 70th birthday, leaving behind a legacy of music that continues to captivate audiences. His works are more than compositions, they are portals into the soul of Spain, capturing its passion, pain, and beauty. Today, Falla is celebrated not only for his artistic achievements, but for his ability to bridge the worlds of tradition and innovation. His music invites listeners into a Spain of duende and mystery, where every note tells a story, and every silence holds a secret.